All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I just thought I'd go over where I'm kind of thinking that USDJPY is heading. So just make me a bit smaller so I'm not in the way. Right, yeah. So let's jump onto the daily. Let's have a look. So obviously we've been buy bias for a while now. We've made higher highs, high lows, higher highs. Now this is interesting for me because you can see this one daily candle. So within 1 day of data, we have took out liquidity from the highest candles. So we've took liquidity off them, and in the same day, we actually took like a bit of a mini trend line there. But either way, there's liquidity took there. So you've took the low, we've took the high to start, and then you've took the low, which tells me that we're taking the money to then start to sell off. And as you can see, obviously, we've gone back up now. So drop down to the 4 hour, and you can see what a lovely impulse it was. Literally took all their money, took all their stop losses, the retails, and then we dropped through the other retails, and you can see like these trend lines and whatnot. Look, that's what, one, nearly two, three, four, five touches. People will be buying every touch, which is, as I've learned now, which I personally think is silly because it gets took out. But anyway, so as you can see, we took the top and we've took the bottom. We're now retracing back, and I did, obviously, if you watch my stories on Instagram, which is at the rule of seven. If you see my stories, I had one USDJPY sell that hit break even, and I've just closed one manually that gave me 2.5% because I closed it manually because if you look on a lower time frame, I only closed it literally about 5 minutes ago, so you can see roughly where I was then. But I closed it with the basis that I can see a typical retail trend line forming there, and as you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3 touches, and I know from past data that is an area of liquidity that needs taken out. So I jumped out. I took 2.5% profit, which is great. I've actually finished the week on, I think it was 15.4% for my personal account. And you can see over here on the left on the 15 minute as well. You can see we've got a lot of imbalance there. It doesn't always take all the imbalance out, but we know that up until up until up until that green line, that is in balance. So I'm now, I mean, it's Friday now. It's Friday the 30th of September. So I'm gonna, there isn't going to be a chance for me to sell in USD JPY this week now. I mean, these 15-minute candles can take forever to actually get to your level. So it might be Monday/Tuesday before I'll be looking at a sell, I imagine. We'll see. It might come earlier. You never know. But it's kind of, what is it now? It's 12:30, so it'll be to and fro for a bit. I don't think it'll make any big moves today now. So anyway, so I reckon it's gonna, personally, we might hover around here a little bit. Might even give you another trend line over here, maybe. Tap into some demand area, and then we're going to take out the liquidity. We're going to take out the trend line, and then possibly set like a double top, a retail double top, as it were. And then I think we'll break through that, and then we might go up a little bit more and just keep, what it does a lot of the time is just keeps creating liquidity just to take out, and then it will shoot. Typical, my thing is ended there, but yeah. So, and then I imagine we'll shoot through a little bit, and then we'll retrace, and then we'll start to, might go up there, take the liquidity of that, and then start to sell off again. So that's kind of what I'm looking at happening. Obviously, this is the 15-minute, but it's coming off of a big impulse. I mean, that's a whole, establishment, a bank or whatnot, institution that has done that big drop down on the go up to the 4 hour. Yeah, that's not just everyday Tom, Dick, and Harry. That is some big banks. So that tells me that there is selling pressure, a lot of selling pressure, and this, I believe personally, is the trend change. So as soon as this starts to takes out the liquidity, starts to sell off, be patient, wait for the pullbacks, and then jump in on the pullbacks. Use your stop loss to cover. You can cover the wick, the top of the 4 hour wick if you want, but everyone has their own little plan of where they put the stop loss and their exit plan and whatnot. So, but yeah, that's basically where I believe Usdjpy is heading. Let me know in the comments if you agree, or let me know if you don't agree. And yeah, like and subscribe, and there'll be plenty more videos on the way. Hopefully you take some knowledge away from some of these videos. So I am a full-time trader, so I do this for a living. So I do know, obviously you don't know all of it. I know a small percentage of all of it, but I know enough to make enough money to live on as a full-time trader. So hopefully I can help you with little bits and bobs, help maybe adding liquidity into your plan, or order blocks, or, not trading double tops, or whatever it may be. But yeah, hopefully I can help. And yeah, and if you're not following yet, my Instagram is @therule7, where you can see down in the corner there, the rule of 7. But yeah, right, I'll catch you on the next one.